So with chapter 7 coming our way after the Simpsons season, Fortnite has some really good potential to make the game hit some of the highest peaks ever. So I wanted to go over some real stuff that would make Fortnite feel like Fortnite again, and some of improvements that would skyrocket the player count of the game. And before we go over the first thing, I just wanted to say that I've seen Clicks do this for the competitive Fortnite. So I took some notes from it, and you would probably see a few things from his list being explained here. So before we start, hit that subscribe button because it's glowing right now, and you should just click it. But okay, shut up, let's start with number 1, and one of the most requested things right now is to remove bots from ranked. I really thought this was honestly a joke when I heard it at first, but when I was playing with my friends, I couldn't believe there were bots in ranked. Unreal, by the way, and that was just so disappointing, because if you're playing ranked, of course you want to get better at fighting and making good decisions. But with bots in ranked, this takes away all of the joy of eliminating somebody that is on your skill level, and destroys the point of improving in-game. Just imagine warming up in creative for 1 hour with your friends, just to drop in a ranked match and see bots all over the map. Just disappointing and not rewarding at all. And if we are talking about ranked already, this brings us to Ranked 2.0. Listen, for the past 2 years, Ranked has been hated on so much, and so many people would like to see Fortnite bring back Arena. Now, I don't think they are ever going to do that, but they have a perfect opportunity to make Ranked 2.0 perfect. Now, I don't have any ideas or suggestions on what they should do or shouldn't, but all I could say is that they need to make the grind endless. Right now, if you get to the highest rank in-game, which is Unreal, that would be it. You would grind and grind for the best rank. After that, there's no point of grinding anything, because you already achieved the highest thing you can get in ranked right now. Ranked 2.0 needs to be endless, just like Arena. You had your Arena points, you had people racing for 50k points, 100k points, or even 500,000 Arena points. There was no reaching 10k points and that's it. And what's even more important is that you always knew how many points were you going to get for doing certain things. And in current ranked, you could win a game with 44 kills, and Fortnite would be like, oh nice, here's 7%. So dear Fortnite, please don't mess up Ranked 2.0. Make it fun, make it endless to grind with your friends. This is a big opportunity, so don't mess this up. And we are still talking about Ranked, so I'm just gonna say it. Original Siphon. Fortnite, thank you so much for adding Siphon for only white health, but I think that maybe you should at least go for Siphon that gives maybe full health and 50 shield. Since you added white Siphon, the game has been so much better, and it helps so much with third partying or clutching in endgames. But you know, maybe add 50 more shield. That's all I wanted to say. I really love that they added Siphon back, but let me know in the comments, what do you think Fortnite should do with Siphon? Should they keep it this way, or maybe add shield, or maybe make Siphon instantly heal you again? I don't know, let me know. Next up, Reload/Battle Royale Loot Pool. Fortnite, what is this? When Chapter 6 Season 4 dropped, you've just threw random items in there. And no, I'm not talking about rank drops, those were great. You could get fun mythics, run all over the map with a mythic Havoc shotgun and one pump anybody, that was fun. But I'm talking about random items such as the Hammer AR, Shockwave Launcher, Stinger SMG, Shockwave Hammer, the Chapter 5 Season 1 Auto Frenzy Shotgun? Like what? And Reload is nothing better. The loot pools were perfect, simple, and all of a sudden you add the Gatekeeper shotgun, OXR rifle, stuff from the last Battle Royale season. Like, what are you doing? And this weekend, reload was perfect. We had the Havoc shotgun, Thunder shotgun, Twin Mag SMG, Combat SMG, and so many good items, but for only 2 days. So put Battle Royale stuff into Battle Royale and not random stuff from chapter 3 or 2 or I don't know, and put reload stuff into reload. For example, loot from chapter 1 to chapter 4. Lock in Fortnite, come on. And if I'm already talking about items, this brings us to the next thing, which is mobility. I'm tired of walking 15 minutes around the map trying to find somebody to fight. You put shockwaves, grapples, brooms into reload but not Battle Royale? I'm tired of using crash pads every time. We need more mobility items. And stop making mobility items with attack options. Because every time the item is too OP and then it gets nerfed and then the nerf isn't enough, so they just remove it in the first 2 weeks, and then the rest of the season is just stupid crash pads. I know the next Simpson season is gonna have a small map, but it's probably not gonna stay like that in chapter 7. So please make more items like grapple blade, broom, kinetic blade, etc. So if we are already talking about movement, this video wouldn't be a rixper video without me yapping about old movement animations. There's nothing I could say here. I've been talking about this for months. My whole channel has been based on old movement animations. They were better, smoother, and unique. There's no Prime Fortnite without old movement animations. Now, in my opinion, the best thing Fortnite could do is just to make a setting where you could switch between old and new movement animations. Simple, easy, and would return a lot of players to the game. And we would finally shut up with the hashtag and the comments and everybody would be happy. But what's the point of playing with old movement if my game crashes and I cannot reconnect to the game? And that brings us to the reconnect button. At the biggest LAN tournament of the year, pro player Reed's game has crashed 3 times.
Before the tournament, the admins told us that there was going to be a reconnect button. If people's game crashes, that there's a chance of it working.
Don't let me out. I mean, they said they have a reconnect feature, so...
They said that they are already working on the reconnect option, but nothing happened. Reed's team had a big disadvantage for 3 games, and Cooper said that they needed 9 more points for a higher placement.
And on top of that, we were 9 points off getting 9th place, which is an extra $20,000. And I promise you to God, on Jesus Christ, on my mother's life, I would have got 9 points in those 2 games. That's how the game crashes went down, and it fucking sucked.
And that led to them losing a lot of money at globals. So we need this so much. For the competitive and of course for the casual side. Nobody likes to get kicked out for a random reason and cannot reconnect to the game. So this is a must. Next, Africa and NA East servers. Again, nothing to say here. A lot of players don't want to play the game on high ping, and that is one of the most important things in Fortnite. So adding more servers would definitely pump up the player count. Now, the next thing that I want to talk about are Victory Cups and Zero Build Cups, but that got kinda already announced, and that is great. I am a big fan of Victory Cups, but if they want to start doing Zero Build tournaments, they have to get the anti-cheat right, because Zero Build Cups are going to die again if there are too many cheaters, of course. But I honestly think that bringing these tournaments is a great idea and will make average players focus on competitive more. And the last thing that I wanted to talk about for this video is not really a game changer or anything big, but it's the old UI and skin rarities. The lobby, the locker, everything just looked so much better. Everything was squarey with sharp edges, and all of a sudden, this thing.
Kill yourself!
I don't care about this as much as old movement animations or something like that, but it was so much better. Even when you take a look at the UI from chapter 4, that thing looks so much better. And don't even get me started on skin rarities. Why? Why would you remove it but keep some of the rarities such as Gaming Legends, Marvel, DC and other stuff? It's really weird when Fortnite changes something that nobody ever asked for. I mean, what's stopping them from removing a cone build in the next chapter? Let's compare that to skin rarities, for example. Did somebody ever ask to remove cone builds? Nope. Were cones ever been a problem? Nope. Did cones make a lot of bugs or glitches into the game? Nope. So what's exactly stopping them from removing random items from the game, such as the cone build, for example? Because the same thing happened with all movement animations, the locker rarities, odd lobby and locker UI, and the rest of the stuff. So these were my top 10 things that I think would skyrocket the player count. But I forgot to add one more thing, and I am pretty sure that all of you guys watching this video would agree with me. And if you made it this far into the video, thank you. Maybe consider subscribing. Anyway, the most important thing that Fortnite needs to do is listen to the community. After all, we are the ones playing the game, and the players' feedback means the most. So don't waste your opportunity on chapter 7. You've got a fresh start. So don't disappoint the community with updates that nobody asked for. And if your player count is already dying, not listening to the fans would be the stupidest decision. So Fortnite, log the frick in and bring back old movement animations already. I don't care about the rest. Whoa, why is everyone booing at me? After all, I'm the guy who created Bring Back OMP.